Okay, here we go. So, we're back with another Swordburst 2 live stream. So, yesterday we did a live stream where we farmed Vyroth. So, today we're going to be doing Cloth. I like to switch it up just a little bit, just to make sure that we're getting enough coverage between all of the enemies. No, just for anyone who hasn't been here for a bit, we're not going to go to Krampus because we already have everything we want from Krampus. Obviously, Krampus Catastrophe we still don't have, but I don't really care too much about farming tributes in Frosty Fields. They're difficult to get, and I don't want to waste my time trying to get tributes. If anything, we're just going to get ourselves the legendaries and just be happy with that. Tributes, if we happen to get them, that would be great. If we don't get them, that's fine too. Again, we're just here for the new legendaries. So taking a look at what we have right here, let me just give an outline of exactly what we need to get after my inventory loads. Okay, so if we go over to stats, right? In terms of Vyroth, we need 2 items. Because this is for I was about to say frosted. This is Fractured Falls. So we don't need Fractured Falls. It's a tribute. We're not looking for that. We are looking for this though, which is a 1 in 625, and then a 1 in 400 from here. But we did Vyroth yesterday, so we'll do it again maybe next time. Oblivion welcome to the stream as well. All the ghosts as well we still need. So you can see here we're missing a bunch of drops here, except for I believe this one, because this one's also a tribute, so we're not going to get that one either. Today we're going to be doing Cloth though. So for Cloth there are 3 items technically that we need to get. Now I do know that the Gift of Everfrost is a tribute, but it is a tribute that's actually obtainable. That's actually and what I mean by that's like it's not too difficult to get. It's a 1 in 714, which is pretty difficult, but it's not, you know, outrageous like a 1 in 20,000. So we're going to be picking up Gift of Everfrost just to have it. We already have the Everfrost skill, but I figured that we might as well get another one just for keeping. Not that I'm going to sell it, even though it probably has a high price tag on it. We also need these 2 over here, which are 1 in 500, so that's our goal today. First of all, in order to find myself a server, let me head over to the Swordburst 2 official Discord. For anyone looking for a server, you can join the official Discord. I don't have it linked anywhere, but if you go to the Roblox page, you'll probably be able to find the Discord there. You go into the looking for party channel, and then you just search up, see exactly where most players are, and then you just go from there. So let me see. Also, the Halloween event is still not removed. I don't think Yato has removed it yet. I think they're probably waiting on something, on Mac or something. So let me go ahead and see if I can join here. Server is full. They said they were doing AFK Cloth, which is pretty interesting. All right. Someone's doing a rat. We also do need rat. You know, maybe we can do rat. Hold on. I don't think anyone really cares about rat, but we might as well try. Okay, well the server's full anyway, so it doesn't matter. All right, well, one of these servers is going to have Cloth. Let's try this one. That server's also full. Okay, well that's fantastic. Let's try this one. Also full. All right, a lot of these servers are full. 25 levels away from hitting 400. Nice. I hope you get there soon. You know, like the max level is probably not going to rise anytime soon. Yeah, there's just a bunch of full servers here. Okay, let's first find out exactly what this server is. Because most people aren't talking in the chat here, I assume that this server is probably some kind of AFK server, whether it's a Cloth server or a Krampus server. Most likely it's probably Krampus if a lot of people aren't talking, but we'll see. Cub, welcome to the stream. Alright, I'm gonna go check Krampus first. It's kind of unfortunate too, because like this is one of the only servers that actually has some people in it. Everything else is just full. So you can't really do much. But let me see if I'm correct on Krampus here. Yep, I am. Look at that. Huge Krampus farm over there. I'm not interested in Krampus. So we're just gonna head over to this 11 server, see if anyone's there. And then afterward, just try to shift into one of the full servers if possible. We're trying, I think like the best thing to do is to find an AFK cloth server. Just, I think it'll work. Well, so yeah. It took me 900 terror kills to finish the Halloween event. Well, congratulations, Cub. I am glad that you were able to finish it because, I mean, the drops are difficult. Yeah, 900 kills sounds about right. It seems like they're doing Krampus in this server. That's all right. Okay, well, we might as well just do Rat for right now. If there's no server that is available for cloth, I might as well just do Rat. Yeah, Krampus server. I just have to check for myself. So yeah, you can see here, most of the servers here are just all full. You can't join them. So like one of this is a Rat server. Another one is like a bunch of these are cloth servers. So I didn't think there's gonna be this many full servers. Okay, let's go into this 10 server here and see. I might as well check all of these servers just to see like what they're doing. If we at least have some amount of players, we'll be fine. Cloth doesn't require a full server. It's just if you have enough players, maybe like 5 or 6, you should be fine. But we'll see. Also, Winter Merchant is still there, which I have not farmed Vel for, because I've been trying to save my boost for something like this, right? Specifically, I'm trying to get myself all of these legendaries, and it's much easier to do that with boost, so that's why. Alright, let me go ahead and check Krampus real quick, see if there's anyone there. I'm hearing some skills, so that's probably a sign that they're there. Nope, never mind, not there. Oh wait, the sound was my lifesteal. Okay. Ooh, wait, hold on, a 17 server? Let me see what this is. I see like a server that's kind of populated. I'm gonna hop right in. Alright, let's see what this server is currently up to. I'll check Krampus first, and then if not, then we'll go over to Cloth. And if no Cloth, then we'll go over to Vyroth. I'm probably gonna grind for Fractured Falls after I get another pumpkin. Okay, sounds good. I mean, you can farm for whatever you want to farm for. I'm personally not gonna farm for the tributes. It's just not something that I currently want at the moment, but I wish you good luck in being able to get your Fractured Falls. I know Fractured Falls is a very sought after item right now, so I wish everyone good luck in your farming. Also, this is not a good server. This is a Krampus server. Yeah, full server here. Let's try this server. Full server there. Now the reason why I'm clicking join on the 20 servers is because like sometimes the number on here is not completely accurate. It says 20, but then sometimes it's like 19 or 18. So you always want to click join on like these 20 servers just in case one person leaves, because they don't update in real time. They update every time it refreshes. You notice that it'll disappear for a second, but okay. Well, let's do Rat for now then. Yeah, I don't want to use my boost for Rat, but we do need to farm Rat. So from Rat, I think we need like 1 drop. Yeah, a 1 drop, which is 1 in 250. Much easier to get compared to like any other drop. So I think we can clear out Rat pretty quick. The only problem is just kind of figuring out where Rat is, because I haven't really been paying attention to most of the locations of like the bosses here. I know where Cloth, Krampus, and Vyroth are. I don't remember exactly where the Rat is. So you're gonna have to bear with me on this one. My goal is to collect every weapon in Swordburst 2 excluding the contributor swords. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I remember I had a goal similar to that, but I gave up on it a while ago just because I think it was just too much work for me. I'd rather just try to enjoy my game. If that's what you enjoy doing, then by all means, like, you know, go for it. But I can't, like, I don't know, I just can't bear having to do that. It just takes too much time, and I want to do other things. I have so many other things I want to do, so yeah. I don't really have a goal in Swordburst 2, I just play for fun. That's fine, yeah. I think a lot of people also just play Swordburst 2 for fun, and I think that's a good thing. You know, playing a game for fun is what makes it like enjoyable, right? Because like I think if you're pursuing a specific type of goal, especially if it's a goal that's very difficult to do, like collecting all the swords, collecting all I don't know, the tributes or something, that's a lot of work, and eventually like you kind of burn yourself out. And then once you burn yourself out, that's kind of when it starts to become less enjoyable. And I don't like reaching that point where it becomes more of like a chore than it is like I don't want to make the game that I'm playing a chore, is what I'm trying to say. I just want to enjoy the game and just not, you know, think too much about it. So most of the time, some of the games I play, I try to just play them until I get kind of bored, and then I just move on to the next game. There are some games that where I do have like a specific goal in mind, but I try not to do that goal in one day, because I think that would just tire me out. So yeah, but I'm not here to judge how anyone plays their game. So you know, if you guys want to play a specific way, you have a goal in mind, you know, just play the game however you want. Don't let anyone ever tell you like you're playing a game the wrong way or something, because at the end of the day, it's all about just having fun in your own way. Okay, rat dies pretty quick. That's good. Okay, so in terms of this drop, it's a 1 in 250. So take 250 divided by 3, because we have boost on. That is a 1 in 83. So we have a 1 in 83 chance of getting this specific drop. But the bad part is that every other legendary coming from the rat is also 1 in 250. So yeah, there's a chance that we might not be able to get this right away. But you know, we'll give it a shot. Also, as soon as I see an opening on one of these servers, we're just gonna reset and then just hop in that server as soon as possible. Because again, rat is not my priority right now. I'm looking to try to get a cloth server, because we're missing a lot from cloth. So just keep an eye on this for right now. Rat will eventually be a priority, but just not at the moment. And winter event is also not it's not going away anytime soon, because part 2 is going to be coming out, so I'm not worried about the winter event necessarily. I had a lot of fun after stream yesterday, because basically T-Man and Josh invited me to play Blue Lock Rivals after stream, and I think we played for like 3 or 4 hours, and we had a lot of fun. I was just, man, I don't know how to describe it. Like I was having a blast in Blue Lock Rivals. And like I do want to play more of it, but unfortunately I have other things I need to do first. I went to AFK Krampus for about 15 hours, and as soon as I came back my PC I saw I only had 50 kills. Yeah, sometimes that can happen where like either you end up getting into like a position in Krampus where you don't actually get hits, and that can be very frustrating. The only way to really mitigate that is to either stand in the front, which can backfire because sometimes if you're in the front, the boss will prioritize you, and then you'll end up taking a lot of damage. Or you have a weapon that has good reach. Like there's a lot of weapons in this game that have long reach, specifically the ones that come from the Rekindled Unborn. Those have a good reach. Like Yato's Calamity was pretty good. Tree is also pretty good for AoE. Like if you can see how big the hitbox for the tree is, it's pretty massive. So that's pretty good. And then I think Harbinger, the spear, is pretty good as well. So there's just a lot of good swords. It just depends on which one you have and just use. I think someone used Tremor because everyone died. Yeah, that's probably the case as well. A lot of people, I think like some people are still not aware that like Tremor spawns from the bag. And I mean, I don't blame them because like there's no way to really know unless you check the wiki. The wiki is the only way to kind of know like what drops from the bag. But some players don't check the wiki, so you just kind of, you know, you just kind of get them spawned by accident. I've spawned Tremor, not in like big parties, but I've spawned Tremor maybe 3 or 4 times, opening up bags. Welcome to the stream, Josh. Watching Shangri-La, and I'm on episode 16. Well, nice. I hope you're enjoying it, Josh. I started Shangri-La. I just never really progressed too much into it. I'm watching like 5 different animes at the moment, and I'm not doing a good job at keeping up with them, so I'll have to pick that up again. People just open bags thinking it won't spawn anything. Yeah, I think it's not their fault. It's just that they don't know, right? And sometimes they just do it on accident, and I mean, you can't really blame them because again, they just don't know that it spawns anything. And they have to find out the hard way that it spawns Tremor. It ruins like a whole group, and then you have to switch servers and find another group, because you know most groups are like AFK, so they don't walk back until they realize it. So yeah, I'm only watching one episode right now. After I finish it, I'm gonna switch to a Blue Lock. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I had a lot of fun yesterday, Josh. Like, you know, playing with you and T-Man and Blue Lock Rivals, that was some of the most fun I've ever had playing Roblox. I think, you know, Blue Lock Rivals is definitely a game where, like, I feel like regardless of whether we're losing or winning, the game is just fun in general, and I just hope that I'm able to get a style and flow that are, you know, pretty good. Also, Josh, like whenever a new code comes out, just send me a DM or something. I might miss out on a code, or just might forget about it. So I'm gonna need a reminder when the new codes come out. So just send me a DM, or just DM me the codes whenever the next update comes out. Next update is Kunigami and Valentine's event. Oh, okay, I see. That's pretty good. Yeah. Sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, as much as I like Reo, right? Like the style, I want something different. I think if anything, I probably would have. If I knew that I wasn't going to get Karasu a second time, I probably would have just kept him the first time I got him. I just was too ambitious with the rolls to see if I really was going to get a mythic, but I would have preferred using Karasu over Rhea, because like Rhea is fun because you have to copy like different moves, right? But I would have preferred using Karasu. The only reason why is because he at least has things that I can work with. So what I mean by that is like, you know, Karasu has like a dash, right? I like mobility, so dashing is very important. And having Karasu having that is pretty good. And that dash is also in combination with a steal, so you know it helps with stealing. Also has dribbles, right? And then he has like an air interception in his awakening, so a lot of skills that like that I feel like I can resonate with them. So people who use Kanasu don't delay their steal, so you can dribble easily, and his running skill has 0 iframes, so I can just stand in front and steal. I see. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think it's just a matter of time, because since they're new characters, not many people know how to deal with them, but over time, as you continue to play against them, you'll eventually learn how to deal with them. And then eventually, once you learn how to deal with them, like their rating gets put like below what it actually what people speculated. That's usually how like tier lists work, right? Where the new styles are typically called broken because people don't know how to deal with them yet. But once you figure it out, maybe it'll shift down to like A or B tier. So, yeah. IQ and Karasu will probably fall in the same situation, with both of them being mediocre as soon as someone knows how you use it. Exactly, yeah. So, you know, like Blue Lock Rivals essentially is knowledge. It's like character knowledge essentially. It's mechanics and character knowledge. If you know how a character functions and how people use it, and then also if you have good mechanics on your own, then you can pretty much just dominate the game. I feel like that's typically all you need. You don't need to necessarily be I guess like you don't need to be super smart. All you need to do is just know how characters function, how they're used, and then just better your fundamentals and your standards, and then you're pretty much good to go. And I know like saying that is it's a lot easier to say that than to do it, because people learn at different speeds. But in general, the more you learn, the more knowledge you have, and then the more knowledge you have, the better you are able to adapt to different characters in different situations. And that's what kind of makes you pretty deadly as a player, because the more situations you know about, or the more characters you know about, the easier it is to counter them and then just kind of render them useless in a way. Now, with the way that Blue Lock Rivals works, sometimes that's not completely the case, because I mean, let's face it, the AI goalie in Blue Lock is not that great. Even if they did rework it, it's still not that great. Mostly because you can basically just do a little bit of movement and just trick the AI into moving a certain direction. Then you shoot the ball, and it's just you just score. And I don't think there is a way to really improve that AI, because I mean, you can only do so much to have it be good, but the only way to defend against a player is to basically set up another player. I don't think an AI is capable of beating a player unless it's like a strategy game. Like, for example, chess, right? Chess doesn't take any sort of mechanical skill. Chess is more of a knowledge game, right? So I feel like anything that's more based on knowledge, an AI can beat you in. But if it's like more mechanical, then I don't think an AI will ever beat a human. If they make the AI any better, it won't be possible to score. I mean, isn't that what the purpose of a goalkeeper is? I mean, I personally, for me, Josh, I think people are scoring way too easily in Blue Lock Rivals. Because the way that I see it now, it's just people use their skills, they get up to the goal area, they shoot the ball one time, and they score. That's the formula that everyone uses. I think it's just too easy. you know, against a player, for example, like the AI going against a player that has like over 500 goals, I think there's a 0% chance they'll ever block a shot, because that player knows the angles now, so it's impossible for them to block it if they already figured out how to beat it. And you know, just how, like, what percentage of the player base is above 500 goals? There's probably a lot of people that are within that range now. So I feel like it's just become too easy. Now, yes, like making the AI better does put a detriment against beginner players, but I think, you know, at the same time, like, I feel like that's a detriment that you have to just take, because again, I just think it's too easy right now to score against. No, okay, that's coming from someone who hasn't really figured out the scoring yet, so take what I say with a grain of salt. But from what I've seen from higher level players, it seems like all they need is one shot and they score. That's it. The only way to make someone fail against an AI is to force them under pressure or block it yourself. Yeah, pretty much. See, like, you have to actually go out of your way to do something to defend, right? Because I feel like with a GK, at least for me, whenever I have a goalkeeper, right, I feel like I can rely on them to block the shot. I don't have to actually go out of my way. Now, sometimes I will go out of my way if there's like multiple people at the goal, right? But for example, if it's like a 1v1, then I do expect them to at least block the goal. If it's like a 2v1, that makes it a bit difficult, because like they can pass and then score. So that's when I would probably step in and try to provide support towards the goalkeeper. But if it's a 1v1, then I feel like it makes sense to just rely on your goalkeeper to do their job. But obviously the AI is not going to do that because of the way that it works. So yeah. You know, Josh, I do want to play Super Striker League again. I don't know if anything has changed in the game, but I do want to try and see if I can do good in there, because I feel like I might be able to. I feel like I can do some I just feel like I can do good in there, but I don't know yet. I need to test it out myself. I haven't played Super Striker League in probably like 3 or 4 years now, so it would be good to pick it back up again. And I mean, Super Striker League is not that hard also. I mean, if you know how to play Rivals or Blue Lock Rivals, then I feel like Super Striker League is kind of along that same line, but I'm not sure. So all I remember from our days in Super Striker League, Josh, is that you would turn on your ultimate, or I guess your awakening, and then just dash up to the goal and then just shoot the ball. or you turn on your awakening and then you just hold the button. Oh nice, we got Glacial Artifact. Not what we needed, but we'll take it. I don't know if I'll hop on today though. I have something to do after stream, so we'll see. We'll see if I hop on or not. Because I do want to play more, but there's just some other things that I need to finish before I do. And so let me finish my stuff first, and then I might hop on or something. If anything, I think I should practice learning how to dribble, because I'm not sure if you've seen it, Josh, but I'm not very good at holding on to the ball. So I feel like I should learn how to do dribbling and stuff. How How effective is like spam dribbling? Because I've seen T-Man do it all the time, where he just taps the left click downward to just repeatedly get the ball back to him. Pretty effective? Okay. Because like what's the... Do you get iframes for that? At all? Like from... Because I'm curious on how easy it would be to steal from someone who's spam dribbling. I do want to learn. I have to learn how to do the head dribble, which I mean, head dribble is not that hard. Just need to do. I mean, I figured out how to actually get it started. Sometimes I do end up misinputting into a rainbow flick, but overall it's just a little bit of practice. Right now I think my record is currently like 2. So I can get the ball up and then hit it 2 times with the head dribble, and then afterwards it just drops. I'm pretty sure you can go for 3 or 4 maximum though. Something like that. So I'm gonna try to get it up there. Just maybe like ideally 4 head dribbles, yeah. I right now I'm only currently doing 2. So yeah. For the spam kicking, you can't get slided, but if someone stands in front of you or times their slides, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, maybe I should use it. Because, like, I just get stolen from all the time. And as long as I'm open, or I'm, like, 1v1ing, it should be alright. Yeah, I do need more lucky spins though. I need more lucky spins. Most effective is head dribble since they gotta time their jump with you or have Kagamaru. Okay, fair enough. Well, some of these servers are just really bad. Oh, you can actually... Whoa, hold on. Can I TP from where I am? Hold on. The game just letting me TP? Okay, that's pretty interesting. I have to be on a teleport pad to actually check. You can just check from here. Interesting, interesting. Alright, I'll join you. If it's not full, of course. I mean, I don't know if it is. It might be. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I need to be on teleport pad for this. Clear that out. Yeah, server full. Server is full. Unfortunate. Oh wait, hold on. I'm getting into a full server. This might be just the same server actually. Oops. Oh, Spooky Hollow is gone. Yeah, you're right. I remember you mentioned earlier, Cub, that like yeah, Spooky Hollow is just gone now. Destroyed. That's full. Things that don't like head dribbles, they just make you seem way too confident, and if you seem like that, someone will eventually change their playstyle to target your dribbles. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, You know what I like? What I would like to learn to do, Josh? I want to use the wall dribble. You know where people like deliberately kick it into the wall to bounce it off the wall, and like catch it again. That's a tech that's like been used a bunch in like Super Striker League. That is a certified Super Striker League tech. Man, I can't get into any servers right now. Yeah, none of these servers are open at all. This one's open only because like this is probably a Krampus server. Or something else, I'm not sure. Okay, let's try. Is this the same one that I just left? This looks like a new server. Let me check. It's a bit of a laggy one though. Okay, this is a cloth server. Okay, we've managed to finally get a cloth server. That took half an hour. It takes that long to find a decent server. I guess. I mean, yeah, because the Halloween event's over now. Like, most people are just heading over either to Eternal Garden or to the Frosty Field. So it makes sense. Just life stealing, whatever. Oh, that was the server. The server you lagged out of. Oh, okay, my bad. I stole your spot. No worries, I found a new one. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I guess cloth is really popular because I mean most people are trying to get the Everfrost skill right now, right? Everfrost is. I mean, I don't blame them because Everfrost is one of the most useful skills in this game. Especially for like bosses that have nuke attacks. And definitely the more people that have Everfrost, the better, because like at least someone will be able to contain some of these bosses. Keep them in check. I only need 12 hits, but sometimes even 12 is a lot. Oh wait, oh. He spawned in his thing. his safe zone. I didn't see that. Hey, look, I see you in my server there, Cub. Oh. Nice. Ooh, nice. First drop atomizer. Not what we needed. I mean, we're looking for these. They're 1 in 500, right? Yeah, 1 in 500. These ones over here are also 1 in 500. So we just have to be lucky. I keep getting DC'd. Hopefully I don't lag out. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I've definitely lagged out of servers multiple times. It's very annoying to deal with, but it's okay. All right, we'll be here for the next hour and 20. I hope we'll be able to get something good. Well, I'm getting a DM. Josh is sending me something. Oh, I just died. My life still didn't save me there. What is that sound? Am I the only one hearing that? Was it the pipes? There's no sound. Must have been the wind. The ball went through me. Josh, why? Dude, Josh is just straight up gaslighting everyone with his custom ankle breaker sound. It's very funny. I love this Game Pass so much. Well, I'm glad that you're having fun, Josh. I think people are delusional, Blue Lock. Well, I mean, it's not that they're delusional. It's just probably they just don't know it exists. You know, like some people don't check the Game Passes for the games. They just play the game, you know? So you can't blame them, Josh. If you get gift Everfrost, can you sell it to me? Yeah, sure, I can do that. I mean, that's only if I get one. Chances are I'm probably not, because like I'm really far away from Pity. But who knows? You know, maybe we'll get lucky, and maybe something good will happen. So I don't know. Josh, you should get the goal sound too, because I mean you're scoring gold all the time, so you might as well get it. If you know, if you want to be full on trolling with the sounds. So wait, Josh, how does the sound work? Like, do you just grab it from like the sound catalog and just put the ID in, and then that's what plays, or how does it exactly work? Okay, I figured as much. That's usually how Roblox does its sound stuff. Do I have a UI now? Oh yeah, that glitch happens sometimes. Usually like leaving and rejoining fixes it, but because of how the server is, I don't know if you want to leave and rejoin, because you might not be able to get back in. Yeah, but it happens sometimes. I mean, we're beating Cloth pretty quick, so it's not... This is a pretty solid server, if anything. B73A. B783. What server is that? Oh, it must be over here. Someone's hosting an AFK cloth server. I mean, I would like to join, but we'll see. Oh man. Yeah. I don't know if their server's full though. I can check. I can check really quick. Okay, if it lets me go back. Okay, let's see. There's a couple people at spawn, but I don't know. I'll make my way there. We'll see how this server goes. If it truly is going to be an AFK cloth server, then I might as well join in. Is it truly AFK though? Like, because I'm curious. I mean, with enough people, I think so. Oh, look at that. Spooky Hollow just got, yeah, Spooky Hollow is out of the menu now. There's 18 people in this server. Gonna make my last pumpkin. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know, you gave it your best shot, so like, at least you have the weapons, right? The rapier, spear, great sword, and the pumpkin. Like, having all those four is pretty good, because there are some players that don't have all of them, so at least it's a good thing. I know it took me like a while, like one or 2 weeks to get everything, so definitely took a long time. The candies were very easy to farm though, especially from the bags. Again, 2,000 candies every 30 minutes. If I get the gift of Everfrost, should I open it or wait for part 2? If you don't have Everfrost skill, then I would probably just open it if you want the skill. I don't know what's going to be in part 2, but I mean, it's up to you. Okay. I'll line up here. Oh, that's what they mean by AFK, huh? So like, you basically bypass the safe zone by staying outside the range. Okay, that's interesting, because, okay, I never thought about it like that. It's actually kind of smart. If they edited the game correctly, I would have nothing. Because I got banned for saying. Oh, okay. Yeah, like Roblox bans are kind of interesting. Interesting in the sense that like you can get banned on Roblox for pretty much saying anything. I think I'm not sure how it exactly works. I think Josh can probably explain it to me a bit better. But I think like people can report your chat message and then Roblox can just ban you for that chat message. I think that's how it works. Unless there's like automatic detection for it. Okay, like I guess like my question is, Josh, like in order for you to get banned on Roblox, does someone have to like manually report that chat message, or does Roblox automatically like pick it up? That's the question that I'm curious about. Cause you know like someone could legitimately get banned for like spamming. So for example, let's say like you're playing a game where it requires you to do like a specific chant or incantation to like summon a spell. If you spam that incantation in chat and then someone reports you for spam, you can probably get banned for that, which is not great. I think. I mean, look, a lot of Roblox bans right now are made through their AI detection, which is, I mean, I'm not a big fan of like having AI detect bans because like I mean look, it's good sometimes, but most of the time it'll pick up false positives, which is basically where it'll ban someone but for something that's not bannable. Like it'll ban someone for something that should be like allowed, right? For example, like you know the spam, right? Someone's spamming, well they're just doing an incantation in game. That's not necessarily like a bannable offense. They're just trying to play the game. That's just how the game is. Um, but I can't really talk too much about it because I'm not an expert in Roblox moderation. So yeah. I forgot to adjust my inventory because I think Josh got banned for something. I don't remember what it was. Josh got banned for something, and I remember specifically like when it happened because I think I was playing Entry Point or something, and I got a DM from Josh saying he got banned. I just kind of sit there and I thought about it. I was like, what did Josh do? And then I look at the reasoning for it. It was just it's because like he got reported for a chat message, and I mean, you know, I think I don't remember what this specific chat message was, but I mean, I think there was a little bit of validity to it. Maybe I'm not exactly sure. Speed glitching is so bad now. Yeah, I don't think anyone really uses speed glitch anymore unless they don't have bat skill. Bat skill is just dominant, because of how consistent it is. Bat skill is essentially just a grounded version of speed glitch without the rubber banding. Because what really made the speed glitch... Okay, I'll say this. The reason why I feel like bat skill is better than speed glitch is because, you know, consistency. You don't have to do a setup for bat skill. You just press the skill button and you're able to just use the bat skill at its max speed. Sometimes when you do the speed glitch and you do it incorrectly, you'll get a slow speed glitch and you have to redo it. So bat skill is just much more consistent. Also, the fact that speed glitch will also rubber band you, which a lot of players don't like because it's just very annoying to deal with. Sometimes the bat skill will also rubber band you, but only in laggy servers. In a normal server that does not lag, your bat skill should work fine. It should not rubber band you, but in servers that have a lot of lag, you can expect to see some rubber banding. Speed glitch rubber bands too much? Yeah, it does. And the reason for that, and I think like Lone, one of the contributors, explained it to me. And I believe the way that the speed glitch works, or at least like the way that it's detected and it rubber bands you, is because like the game will basically measure the distance from where it'll measure like where you're standing, and then it'll measure it again like after a point in time. And if the distance between those two spots is too far, it'll rubber band you. If the distance between those two spots is not that high, then it won't rubber band you. That's essentially what the calculation is. So basically, just let me try to explain this better. Let's say you're moving, right? The game will measure the distance between where you are at one point, and then it'll measure it again after like a set amount of time, maybe a couple milliseconds or something. And then between those 2 points, if the distance between those 2 points is greater than what the game allows, it'll rubber band you. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. That's how the speed glitch is in a sense like patched. That's how they patched it. If people don't have bat skill, there's only one option for speed. Yeah, essentially bat skill is necessary. So I hope people were able to get their bat skill during the Halloween event. I know Halloween event just ended, but I hope people were able to get it, because bat skill is very essential. And it's not like just because of the speed, it's because of how reliable it is as a skill for events. I'm sure you guys have seen it in like Vyroth, or in terror servers, Wendigo servers, Dracula servers. I'm sure you guys have seen it. Once the boss spawns, you just press curse enhancement plus bat skill, and you're able to get a lot of credit and a lot of hits very quickly. Bat skill is one of the most useful skills in the game now, because it allows for good travel, it allows for good hits. Like when you're trying to get like credit, it's just a useful skill. Yeah, pretty much what you're trying to say, Oblivion. It's a useful skill in almost any like situation. I think the only place where it wouldn't be as useful is like if you're trying to deal a certain amount of damage to like the end game bosses. I don't think bat skill is necessarily good for like Azus. For Azus, I think it's better if you use just curse enhancement and maybe like Swordstorm skill, Swordstorm chain. Sorry, I don't think bat skill really is really good for like normal floors, because like again it does damage based on your weapons damage, and then like does a bit of calculation. The only place where I feel like bat skill is useful in terms of damage is in events, because of how many hits it gives you. That's the only place I feel like it's the most useful. But other than that, great reliability in terms of movement, good reliability in terms of getting hits. Its weak point obviously is damage, but overall still very useful skill. I would use bat skill over speed glitch every time. And maybe the bat skill, I don't know if saying this is a little bit far-fetched, but like maybe the bat skill was introduced as a way to just get rid of the speed glitch entirely. They added in bat skill so people would stop using speed glitch. I don't think that's necessarily true, but I mean, we don't see a lot of people using speed glitch anymore if they have bad skill, so I don't know. That's just a theory. A game theory. Thank you for watching. You know, I would like to see someone make a video about Swordburst 2 lore. Because there's so many pieces of lore about Swordburst 2 floating around everywhere. There's like lore in the game itself. There's also lore on the wiki. There's so many pieces of lore that are scattered everywhere about Swordburst 2. But I don't think anyone has really put together a video that summarizes that lore. And I'd love to see someone put it together. I'm not going to do that video because, one, I'm not great at explaining things. I'm sure you guys have listened to me this entire stream, and I think you can kind of tell I'm not great when it comes to explaining concepts. So I wouldn't be a good storyteller if it came to like me telling the lore. But I think someone else should make that video, and I will definitely maybe react to it if they let me. But if anything, I think BGM would be the one to upload that video. Because BGM has uploaded a bunch of like videos in the past about like Swordburst 2, a bunch of different things in like Swordburst 2. I think he's talked about like Swordburst 2 Iceberg, like different situations and stuff. There's just so many things. And yeah. Josh, I don't know if you're still here, but like I was kind of thinking, I don't know if you've seen those anime games on Steam. You know, the ones that are like the Demon Slayer ones, like where you PvP and stuff, like the One Piece ones. You think there's gonna be a Blue Lock game like that? Unless there already is one being made right now. Hold on, let me do some research. I search up Blue Lock game, and all I see is Roblox. All right. So this is, I mean, this is the easiest way to get credit for the gift of Everfrost. Like if you just leave this on overnight, it's very easy. I don't leave my PC on overnight because I like to give it a break. But we'll see if we end up getting one of these items today. I would like at least one of them. All right. Let me just do a check here and see. Any quest I can complete right now? I guess this one here. Deal 500 million damage. That's probably a quest we can do here, but it'll take a bit. Daily quests. Collect. Okay, yeah, we're not doing this one. This one's gonna take. This one's easy if you just farm like Atheon or something, or even farm the Halloween event, even though it's over now. 250 enemies. I don't think does Cloth count as an enemy? Yeah, he does. Okay, so this maybe we can get this one done. Oh, we have an hour, so maybe not. Yeah, this one's not happening. Undying Flame Essence. I get the Undying Flame Essence quest a lot, and I still don't complete it because I have not been to Atheon for I think 4, 5, 6 months now. It's been way too long. Playing Blue Lock with Boy right now. Is he goalkeeping, Josh? As long as we're still reaching him, should be good. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm not talking a lot right now because I'm trying to think of like what to do. Oh shoot, I messed it up. I pressed the wrong misclick. My bad. I meant to press E. I have my roll button and my inventory next to each other. Oops. Anyways, so I think next week, in terms of next week's stream, we're probably not gonna do Swordburst 2. I mean, unless part 2 is good enough for me to if I want to stream it, because right now I think I've been doing Swordburst 2 for like the past like 5 or 6 streams, and I think I would like to try something different. Not that, you know, I don't want to stream Swordburst 2, it's just that I think we streamed it to a point where like it's good to take a break. That's basically what I'm trying to say here. So I don't know. We'll see what we pick up next Saturday. If it comes down to if it comes down to it, maybe we'll even stream Blue Lock Rivals. I don't know. I feel like the reason why I'm hesitant to stream it is just because like I want to at least get to a level where I'm decent at the game before streaming it. But I'm not too sure. Potato just left because of one. Is Potato like? Is that T-Man's friend that you were referring to, like the right winger, or who exactly is Potato? Okay, I see. I was kind of curious, cause I saw him floating around like 2 servers, so it's kind of curious, like if you guys knew him or not. Thing is, boy wasn't even goalie. He's been striker ever since getting Nagi. I see. All I know about Nagi is that like you can just fly in the air and then just shoot. Like I think I saw a video of like someone using Nagi, but just shooting into the air, grabbing the ball, and then just doing the like Nagi's goal, like while being like very high in the air. Nagi has crazy potential as a defender and striker. Yeah, that makes sense. Nagi's trap skill, like how high can you go with it? Can just let you go into the sky. Dude, that's funny. I feel like that's funny, cause like it goes as high as. So can you just kick the ball with full power into the air, press trap, and then just use the shoot skill? I feel like I'm trying to imagine that right now. It just that looks very goofy. You can use Nagi's kill it skill while in trap. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. It's like, are you able to use, like, can you kick the ball into the air, press trap, and then just use the ultimate, the kill ultimate? Because I just want to imagine, like, you see like a Roblox character, or just like someone who's playing Nagi just fly into the air. I don't know. I think it's just too funny. Yeah, but it's not a good idea unless you're across the map. I see. Since the ball has too much power, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I think it's funny though. It just feels funny to me. That's why. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it isn't like, can't Karasu just like stop shoots? Like if he has awakening ready and someone just tries to shoot, can he just spam the button, the clearance button, and just like just completely stop the shot? Okay, I guess okay. Here's one more question. Like, how do you exactly get awakening? Because I've always thought of it as like random. I get it at random points, but I don't know exactly how to trigger it. Oh, is it random? Okay, I see. I thought it had to do with like the flow meter or something. I saw a video yesterday of someone using Botto like King skill to dash straight into the goal and then just left click and score. I don't know if that's patched or not, but like that's just funny. Just dashes straight in. Cause like I don't think you could do that. Well, maybe you can. Maybe you can do that with Yuki Miya, but like I just found it really funny. All right, we're an hour and 20 into our stream. About 40 minutes left to go. I'm probably just gonna leave it like this after stream as well, and just do other things. Just because I mean I don't know how long this cloth store is gonna last, but I might as well just take advantage of it while I can. I mean, getting an AFK cloth server is kind of rare, so might as well use it as much as I can, especially if I can get a gift of Everfrost out of it. So yeah, we'll go with it. We'll see how long it goes though. curious how long the winter merch is gonna last.
I mean, Yada said it's gonna last for a while, so I'm assuming that'll stay true. The only reason why I don't want to farm the winter event so much, or I'm not incentivized to, is just because like it doesn't have as good of a vel benefit. Because I'm sure you guys know, but like if you were farming the Halloween event, the bosses gave a lot of ex or not exp, a lot of vel. Wendigo and Dracula were giving 40,000 vel per kill, and then Terra was giving about 75,000 per kill. So if you take that number and then multiply it by 3 for the boost, you're getting a lot of val. You can easily get to 300 mil in just like a matter of probably maybe like 10 to 20 hours. You'll probably be able to get enough to get the 300 mil weapon. But here on the winter event, the val count is not that great. I mean, you can see here, Cloth is only giving me about like 800 to 1,000 val per kill, which is not going to get me anywhere. And the only other place to get val that I can think of that's pretty consistent is Eternal Garden. If you AFK farm the Knights. Atheon obviously is like a good place to get val as well, but you cannot AFK Atheon. So at least to my knowledge, I don't think you can. So that's off the table. So the only place people are farming to get val now is probably Eternal Garden. Because I mean that tree spot is very consistent. Me and boy suffering due to teammates. Okay. You know, Josh, just give him a chance, you know, like give him a chance to play the game. I mean, I'm probably no better than they are, because I make some very like blunderous plays sometimes. You've seen the plays that I've done. They're not great. Oh, here he comes. Yeah. You can see here the tree is still reaching very far. Tree is very good. Before tree came out, I think I was using like toxicity, the weapon from Hypersidia, because toxicity was the only other sword that actually had like decent range in terms of just the AoE. But as soon as tree came out, it was a done deal, I think, because toxicity, I believe, has like length where you're able to cover a large you're able to cover from far away, but I think tree has like overall like tree is very wide, so you can cover a lot of ground with tree. Pretty much anything that comes within the vicinity of you can basically just obliterate with tree. And in saying that, you know, I think greatsword is probably the best weapon class if you want coverage, especially with the skill, the animation. If you use the two-hand animation game pass, then that becomes one of the most beneficial game passes, because that game pass allows you to basically have a wide area coverage, so you're pretty much getting credit almost every time, as long as you set it up correctly. Also, we're still getting small candy bags. So I guess Halloween event, Spooky Hollow is over, but I guess the candy bags are not over yet. The thing is, I don't think you can craft the Halloween weapons in the forge, like the normal forge on Arcadia, on Helmfirth, unless someone wants to check that. because I believe the only place where you can craft the Halloween weapons is actually on Spooky Hollow itself, which no one should be on it right now. Let me go ahead and check pity real quick on the... Okay, we're almost at 100. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we back. Seems like we don't have anything new so far. Yeah, usually what I do, I think most people whenever they AFK in Swordburst 2 is they set up the auto clicker. For me, I don't personally set up an auto clicker unless I'm not at my PC. Most of the time, I'm at my PC and I want to do something else, right? Like watch a YouTube video or play another game on the side, right? And obviously, if I'm using an auto clicker, you can't do that because it's auto clicking on Roblox. So what I do is I set up a 15-minute timer that goes off every 15 minutes, obviously. And when it goes off, I just go onto Roblox, open up the menu or something, or like left click, open up the menu, left click on an item, and then close the menu, and then just leave it again for 15 minutes. It's the easiest way for me to multitask without having to go idle. Is it the most reliable thing? I mean, not necessarily, because sometimes I do end up missing the notification for the 15-minute timer. So yeah, if you're very aware, then I don't think it's a problem. But sometimes you'll end up missing it, so yeah. Or I mean, you can also have like a second computer, one computer for auto clicking, the other one just doing other stuff. You can do that too, but computers are pretty expensive, especially the high-end ones right now. I think like a top-end computer right now will probably run you about 4,000, maybe 4,000, 5,000. So I don't know. You could always get a low-end one. I mean, I don't think it takes that much processing power to run Roblox. Roblox is not made to be like a high-intensive game. Sometimes it can be. Like some games on Roblox are very high-end, but most are pretty minimal. So yeah.
Oh, also, yeah, using Soarstorm Chain is pretty good too. Because Soarstorm Chain will extend your reach by a little bit. I think we're okay for now because I'm still getting credit for it, and I'm also able to take out Cloth and get the credit, or just get the credit before he dies. If we're not able to do that, that's a bit of a problem. We'll probably have to switch to like a faster hitting weapon, which I think rapiers and I think the rapier might be the fastest hitting weapon in the game. That or dual wielding. Not exactly sure. I need to lock in. All right, lock in, Josh. You do that. We got about half an hour here until we reach our 2 hours. I'm not exactly sure in terms of like what other games I want to stream right now, because I brought a bunch of new games in 2025. Like I think I introduced Genshin and Wuthering as well. Maybe I'll bring on like Omega Strikers or something. I'm not exactly sure. I've streamed Omega Strikers I think once on the channel, but it'll be fun to maybe bring it back. I'm not exactly sure yet. Because I think it would be interesting to bring like some Steam games on here, especially like horror games, because I do like horror games, but I know that that's not always going to be. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. I need to move up now. Seems like we're slowly getting moved up, or unless my character is just getting pushed back. $105. There we go, yeah. Twin spear. I've gotten okay. The amount of twin spears here that I had to dismantle at one point, because you know, I always keep saying that I would go back and dismantle the weapons that I don't need, and I keep saying that within like every 2 or 3 streams, and yet I still don't do it. And I know why. It's mostly out of just laziness. Because I mean, every time I want to do it, I just ask myself the question like, okay, do I want to do this and spend like an hour doing this, or should I just go AFK farm? And every single time, it's always AFK farming that takes priority, because I mean, there's so much more benefit to AFK farming, right? You can get Vel out of it. You can get items, maybe. Like, you know, because if I spend an hour deleting items from my inventory or just dismantling them, that's an hour that I don't get to do AFK farming. And I think, you know, I think the benefit of it is like, I think the benefit of it is just simply just having the security of just AFK farming. And I mean, I'm not saying that AFK farming is like a bad thing or anything. It's just more of the fact that of how like reliable it is. 'Cause I mean, that's part of what Swordburst 2 is right now. You just kind of sit there, AFK farm, and then it just works, you know? I used to not do any AFK farming in the past, where those of you that have watched me in like 2019, 2020, I used to say that I would never do AFK farming because it just didn't feel like, it felt like a, I don't know the words for it, but I think back then I was kind of like, okay, if I AFK farm, that's kind of like a fake way of playing the game, because like I'm not really playing, I'm just letting the game play itself. So I'm not really in control, right? But then like eventually I figured out that like, okay, well, I don't want to play Swordburst 2 the entire time when I can just let my character sit and just do damage while I do something else. So eventually I I guess I came over to the dark side, and now I just AFK farm whenever I have the chance to. The only bosses that I don't AFK farm are the ones that are pretty difficult to defeat, like Atheon, Azus, Terror. Dracula can be AFK farmed if you set it up correctly, but also Dracula. I believe Wendigo was one of the only true AFK farms that you could have in Spooky Hollow, because of the fact of how it attacked. I don't think Wendigo would have been AFK farmed as much if he had his one-shot attack at the very beginning. The reason why is because the reason why Wendigo was AFK farmed the way it was because his one-shot attack was placed like later down his like later in his attack animation. So essentially, if you had enough people, you can basically beat Wendigo before he does that attack, and that's how you're able to AFK. The thing is though, Wendigo was also the only one who had an attack like that, because Dracula has the spikes that he spawns in at the very beginning, so that prevents you from AFK farming, because you have to dodge the spikes, because otherwise you're just going to end up dying. And Terror has the laser attacks, right? And those laser attacks, one laser attack is not too bad, but if you have like 5 or 6 stacking up on each other, you're going to end up losing HP a lot faster. So I'm not exactly sure why they made it so that Wendigo didn't use its one-shot move until later on. Maybe it's just something that they decided on, but I feel like if that one-shot move was placed at the beginning, AFK farming Wendigo might have been impossible. Have you got any drops yet? I got Atomizer at the beginning, but that's about it. Still haven't gotten anything good. No new drops or anything, so
I mean, we're basically a tenth. I'm a tenth of the way to pity on Everfrost, so that's pretty good. Yeah, this is a good way to get your pity built up if you're not getting Everfrost. I mean, it'll be nice to actually get Everfrost, but sometimes that's not always the case. We've got about 16 minutes until we end here. Now we're just gonna go for a normal 2 hours, and then I'll just let this sit for however long it goes for. And then, yeah. We'll be back again next Saturday, probably for something different. I say probably because I might just go back to Swordburst 2 again, but we'll see. Just give me some time to cook. We might just do the same thing that we did for the Spooky Hollow event, where like we come in at the last minute to try to get everything. I don't think it'll work this time though. The only reason why it worked during the Halloween event was because the drops, like there weren't too many drops during the Halloween event. Like yes, you know, there are a bunch of drops, but I think here it's kind of like, I don't know, there's so many drops coming from these bosses that it's hard to kind of narrow it down to that drop that you want. It takes a while, and every time I think about like getting a like a single drop from a drop table, I think about the Requiem situation that I got into during the Road of Despair challenge that I did. For those who don't know, I did a Road to Despair challenge on my other account where I went from level 1 to level 400, and I had a bunch of rules for it, where like I couldn't return to a previous floor, I couldn't change my weapon until the next weapon was a higher damage. I was not allowed to trade, I was not allowed to speed glitch or anything, I was not allowed to yeah, and if the next floor was unlocked, I was, and if I didn't leave that same stream, I would have to delete an item. So basically, every time I broke a rule, I would have to delete an item, right? And that led to one of the most frustrating parts of the stream, which was floor 9, because one of the rules was that I had to get a burst item, and I wanted to get the redemption, which is the tier 1 rapier, right? And in order to get that, you need a Requiem. We spent a total, and by we I meant like me and T-Man, we spent a total of 40, I believe 42 hours to get one Requiem. This is with no boost, by the way, not a single boost. 42 hours for one Requiem, and I was streaming 4 hours every stream. So that's roughly like 11 streams that I stayed at floor 9. That's really bad. 42 hours to get a and remember, a Requiem is only a 1 in 400 drop. The saddest, and that's not the saddest part either. The saddest part of getting that Requiem was the fact that I got every other item except for Requiem twice. So think about all the other items that Mortis drops, right? Life's Limit, Chaos Plate Mail, Dragon Fang Scythe. Like, imagine all of the items that are not Requiem. And then imagine getting all of those items twice.
and still no Requiem. That's exactly what happened in the streams. It was a very frustrating experience. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that same situation is gonna occur here, where like we're just gonna go through a bunch of these items that I already have, and not the item that I need. So, yeah, me and Boy got a new method. Perfect pass into Nagi trap. That's a pretty good trick. Wait, Josh. So does Blue Lock Rivals only add in new codes when they update, or do they add in new codes randomly? Every update / milestone, I see. I gotta wait until the next one. I mean, you said Valentine's Day, so Valentine's Day is not that far away. It's like, what, like next week? No, 2 weeks from now. Updates are usually weekly. Okay, that's good. I mean, I'm trying to get lucky spins, Josh. Like, I need Psy, because like I need someone who can at least compete, you know, someone who I could use so I can compete, you know what I mean? For lucky spins, you need dailies, I see. Yeah, I couldn't finish my dailies. I finished 2 of them. The third one I couldn't get done because it was the steel one. So, yeah. Two is good. You just need like 8 for 2 lucky spins. I see. 2 lucky spins is not a lot though. That's really not a lot. I mean, you can get something good out of it. I'm surprised that like we didn't get any epics during the lucky spins. If you notice, we always got legendaries. Cuz remember, the epics in lucky spins are 50 or like they're 50, right? 50%. So there's a 50-50 chance I get a legendary or mythic, or a 50% chance I get epic. And we didn't get any epics. We got all legendaries. So that was pretty good. Again, I probably like I still regret the fact that I did not stick with Karasu. I got so ambitious that I had to roll off of him and get Reo. Reo's not that bad, but still. I would have preferred Karasu. And I mean, even if I get like Sai, right, the style, I still have to get the flow, because the flow is also important as well. So getting a good flow is gonna take a while too. Flow is the hardest. Is there no lucky spins in flow? There are, but you can't select the one you want. Okay, I was about to say you can't unselect. I see. Well, I mean, I guess yeah, that does make it hard. I think like in terms of which ones I want, I think I want like dribbler, right? Dribbler is like ideal for midfielder. No, I'm not exactly sure, but we'll get there. I think we'll take it one step at a time. So first step, get the style. Second step, what is the second step? Get good? I don't know. I mean, cause flow, I mean, as you said, like flow is gonna take a while, so I shouldn't really be too focused. All you need to learn is dribbling and scoring. Yeah, basically. Dude, every time I think about it, I just think about T-Man doing his spam dribble, which is very funny. Is there a character who can, Josh, like, is there a character in Blue Lock Rivals who can like shoot off of like off of the air? I'm not saying like press a button and shoot like and like go into the air and shoot. I'm talking about like let's say like the opponent messes up a pass, you intercept and you shoot. Like the shooting is the interception. Gagamadu, that makes sense. Yeah. And Nagi. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cause I know that Shido has like a jumping shoot, but like but that's not like an interception. Cause that was just like you press a button, you go into the air and you shoot. I'm talking about like intercepting into shot. So yeah, I guess yeah, Nagi and Gagamadu makes sense. Yeah. Nagi has to be close though. Yeah, I heard like T-Man said yesterday or like something, or you or T-Man said it, but it was like Karasu has like an easier time getting to it because his distance isn't as strict. Like I think for Nagi, you have to be like extremely close, but for like Karasu, you can just be there. I don't know. I might join in though. Like you'll know if I join in or not. I don't know. But like Josh, like the more you talk about Blue Lock Rivals, the more incentivized I feel to play it. Like every time you mention something new about Blue Lock Rivals, I always get into like the state of mind like, man, I really need to play this game. I really need to get on. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's what it means to be to like a game, you know? Maybe Blue Lock Rivals is just maybe Blue Lock Rivals is just a game that I can just get into. I'm not exactly sure. It's still it's debatable. Okay, we'll go here. This is fine. All right, 2 minutes till we end. We'll do like two more cloth, and then we'll call it a stream. Two more.
One more cloth.
One's doing alt with trap. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would do that too. If it looks goofy, yeah, I would do that too. Man. All right, this is the last one. And again, I'm just gonna be AFKing like after stream as well, so we'll see what we end up getting. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. So if you guys enjoyed today's Swordburst 2 stream, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see some more Swordburst 2, or you have any other games you want me to play, make sure to let me know in the comment section, live chat, Discord server. We'll be back next Saturday, maybe with a new game, Roblox, Steam, Nintendo Switch. Not exactly sure, but we'll figure it out. Unless, of course, part 2 comes out for winter event, and then maybe I'll cover that. I'm still thinking about it. I'll make a decision. So, all right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your week. Make sure to stay happy, healthy, enjoy the games that you play. Don't think about too many things. Just live life carefree. Obviously, there's things that you should care about, but don't stress yourself out. Team Matter rise right as I'm ending stream. What's up, Team Man? Oh, you came at the perfect time, Team Man. But I'll be getting on Blue Lock Rivals probably later today, maybe like an hour or two from now. I'm not exactly sure, but me and Josh are talking about a lot of Blue Lock Rivals stuff, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're all good. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I will catch everyone next Saturday. Thank you so much. Catch you guys all later. Thank you.